We just finished installing our Fiamma 45L awning on our Toyota Coaster 1993 bus. Let me take you through a little bit why we chose this awning, how to install it, and then a quick review on the features. Let's go. Let me get straight into why we chose this particular awning and then who helped us as well. We partnered with Caravan RV Camping, and really we wanted to figure out an awning very particular to our bus because she's a four-wheel drive bus, and we wanted something that was lightweight, low profile, and wasn't going to catch when we were driving off-roading. Now, the majority of awnings at the moment have fixed legs that go to the body of your van or caravan or bus. But for us, we didn't want that because if we're full driving around and a stick comes out to scratch the body, it might have got caught within that leg and possibly ripped it out of the body. We didn't want to take that chance. Second off, we just didn't really like the look of having a fixed arm on our bus. We wanted that slimline, low profile look, and the Fiamma 45L was the one that delivered. However, we didn't know that right at the start. The awesome people from Caravan RV Camping were able to help us choose this particular awning, and it was actually a really simple process. We just went onto their website, jumped onto their live chat, and chatted to their support staff, and I was just basically like, okay, here's what we want, here's why we want it, and like, do you think this is a good recommendation? They recommended the Fiamma, and then it was delivered here ASAP. Now, before we get into the installation, which is actually quite easy, I want to just tell you a little bit about the key features of this awning. So first off, it is a low profile, standalone, semi-standalone awning, which basically means that you wheel it out and then its legs fold down. So instead of having fixed legs on the body that come out almost in like a triangle, you wheel it out and its legs kind of come out underneath. So that means when it's sitting back on your caravan or van, it's just this one long, low profile awning and doesn't have kind of big bulky legs on it. As well, it is absolutely massive. And there's not many awnings on the market that is this massive, so well built, and then able to kind of withstand some good wind. That being said, all awnings that are this large are sails, all right? So you're not gonna be able to go out in the Western Aussie wind, you know, and kite surf and leave this thing out.
55-kilometer winds.
Yeah.
Probably not a good time.
No awning is gonna withstand that unless the thing's really small.
But you know what else doesn't withstand that? The coaster or the van in the first place. Campers and wind are like worst enemies, I swear.
The other key features is, for us, it was a simple installation. It's just really 3 brackets that we fixed onto our existing roof racks. For us, because we had an older bus, we had to get some custom right angles made so we could fit the brackets on. But Fiamma do have at least 5 or 6 different brackets depending on what newer van or newer bus you have. So chances are you will be able to have a bracket that you can fix directly to the roof, and that's quite a simple installation.
Another good thing about this awning is it is 5 meters wide, which is pretty much the length of our bus. So we have managed to double our living space with this huge awning.
All right, enough of why it's so good and why we chose it. Now let's go ahead and get the installation done.
All right, we are just installing the Fiamma 45L awning on our Toyota Coaster. We have this scaffolding up, and we had a guy driving past on his forklift because we are at a construction site here. And we were like, hey, can you help us by putting the awning up on top of our scaffolding using your forklift? And he was like, sure. So they've literally just done that. So thank goodness Chris and I didn't have to use sheer muscle to get the awning up here on the scaffolding. But basically, from here, we're going to try to attach the awning to the clips, but Chris has had those brackets pre-made, so they're ready to clip straight into the awning. If the right angle of the brackets is even slightly off, it's not going to attach. So we're going to play with that for a bit, and I'll show you when we can get it in.
All right, so here is basically the right angle that we got the guys to fabricate up. Just basically alley, bent to shape, and then welded on top of our roof racks. You can see there, just the welds. Now, according to the instructions, this guy should be all the way over there. So you get 3, you get these 2 are supposed to be on the ends where the mechanism to go out of the awning is, but in our particular case, we swapped them. I know, not as ideal, and not what the obviously manufacturer recommends, but unfortunately, this is all the size we had to work with, so we just went ahead and measured that, make sure that's over the opening mechanism, and then put this one in the middle. So yeah, that was for us the strongest way possible that we thought, because here it wouldn't really work that well over here. So we called on the big guns because we needed an extra hand, and Beck's dad came and helped us. We got the forklift to lift it up onto the scaff, and then the two of us lifted it off the scaff onto the bus. So I've clipped the awning on. Basically it's just like a little clip that you can easily lift it up, clip it on, and then you bolt down the bottom here. So basically to screw then down onto the clamps, they give you these M5 12 nuts. They are quite small. I went ahead and got a few more just from my local store. So what I found is that the bolts are actually too small because of the angle of my bus. I couldn't drill straight up, so the bolts are actually too small, so I couldn't fit any washers on them. So yeah, and this one down the back here, basically I only could fit one bolt on, and then I tapped a screw in there. I think that's plenty, and the awning does feel very strong with that. Now of course, as you remember, I've swapped these two brackets due to the fact that I have a really small surface area here to put a bracket on, so I chose the small bracket there and then the larger two brackets in the center. But if you're just doing a van, you would have those two larger brackets again.
What a cool awning, and that wasn't as hard as we thought, was it?
No, it was actually really easy. However, if you have a really tall van, it's definitely to lift it up 2 or 3 man job, so
It is
enlist help.
It's heavy, but it's one of the lightest awnings on the market.
It's the lightest standalone awning that doesn't have permanent arms. I think it just makes it look so much cleaner, so much nicer. You barely even notice the things there. It's like perfect white color, same with the bus. So
Super stoked.
of course, we partnered with Caravan RV Camping. They're super awesome. You can check out a discount code in our description. Use that discount code to get a massive discount.
They are the best, honestly.
Yeah.
Have a look at the reviews. There's a reason why they are so highly reviewed. We are really, really happy with all the service, the delivery, the install. Next thing we're going to do is try it out, and we're going to pull it out and check it out and show you guys.
First, let's get the scaffold down and then give it a go.
Let's go.
So our bus is quite tall, but we really wanted the awning to be able to be opened by one person. And the Fiamma makes it really, really easy. Here, check this out. Winding the mechanism at the top, and it goes in and out. Then these legs basically collapse down. Then when you're bringing it in, these legs collapse back in underneath this here. But when you're bringing it out, all you're doing is just opening it up. Fully open, you bring it back just a tad to get the fabric tight.
That was really easy, and it doesn't need much muscle at all. This fabric here is anti-scratch and it's waterproof. And when this is all enclosed, it's in a powder-coated storage, so it's super protected when it's up there on the bus as well. That is really handy for us because we love to be outside. We also love to go to more off-grid locations, so we'll be able to sit out here with ample shade, ocean over there, and just work or cook or have all our friends over, all 2 friends that we have. Jokes, and come over here for a bit of a cook up. Chris is going to put it down as a one-man task and I'll film him to see how easy it is. An absolutely winning feature of this awning is that you don't even need to zip it up. So we've just wound that up and you don't need to do anything. It slots straight back into position and you're done.
Cool. Now I just need to store this thing, which I'm sure can kind of store in the back of the bus there. And we can make like a little holder on the outside.
This will have multi-uses. Like I can use this as a poking stick with you in the bus. If you piss me off. Alright guys, it's been 6 months. We've got the awning out. We've been using it the last 6 months travelling down the coast of Australia. We're in Victoria now from Perth. It's been absolutely solid. We find it really easy to use. It's quick to get up, quick to put down, but we realised there's something we didn't show you, so I'm going to hand you over to Chris.
So we realised we didn't show you the clasps that are on the bus right here that allow us to put the awning all the way out and then put these struts on to here, so it secures the awning, especially when it's, as you can see, quite far out at the moment. So it's just these little clasps. You open them, put this thing in, and then close them. Then these struts go up inside the awning. So these little clips come with the kit. You just basically have metal screws with a rubber washer at the end. You line them up where you want them and just screw into the body of your caravan or your bus. Now, if you like this video, we have plenty more bus build videos coming up, so make sure you give it a like, subscribe, and then comment on what you thought at the end as well. I hope you enjoyed the video and